They say it vanished overnight, a city so rich, so powerful, that even kings feared it. Then one day, it was gone. Buried under the sands, wiped from every map. For centuries it was called a myth, a legend, a warning from the past until NASA found it. This is the true story of Ubar, the Atlantis of the sands, and the terrifying reason why it may have been destroyed. Welcome to Unveiled Minds. Deep in the heart of the Arabian desert, where the sun scorches the earth and the wind whispers secrets across endless dunes, there's a legend that has haunted explorers and dreamers for centuries. It's the story of a city lost to time, a place so magnificent and mysterious that some say it never existed at all. This is the legend of Iram of the Pillars, a city that, according to ancient tales, was once the jewel of the desert, a beacon of wealth, power, and ambition. The city was said to be ruled by a man named Shaddad, a king whose pride knew no bounds. Shaddad was not just a ruler, he was a legend in his own right, a man who believed he could outshine the very gods. His arrogance was so great that he declared himself above all, even above the divine. He ordered his people to build a city that would rival paradise itself, a place of unimaginable beauty and splendor, with pillars that reached toward the sky and streets paved with gold and precious stones. Under Shaddad's command, towers rose higher and higher, their tops vanishing into the clouds. The city became a symbol of human ambition, its markets overflowed with riches from distant lands, and its palaces dazzled with jewels and marble. The people of Iram lived in luxury, surrounded by gardens and fountains in the middle of the harshest desert. But with all this wealth came cruelty. Shaddad's rule was absolute, and he crushed anyone who dared to question his authority. His heart grew harder with every conquest, and his city became a place of fear as much as wonder. But legends warn that no mortal can challenge the heavens without consequence. One night, as the city celebrated its own greatness, the sky darkened. A storm unlike any before swept across the desert. The wind howled with a fury that seemed almost supernatural, tearing through the city's mighty pillars and golden gates. For 7 nights and 8 days the storm raged, relentless and merciless, as if the desert itself had risen up to reclaim what was never meant to exist. When the wind finally died down, the sun rose over a landscape transformed. Where once there had been towers and palaces, there was now only silence. The city of Iram had vanished without a trace, swallowed by the sands. No walls remained, no ruins, not even a single stone to mark where it had stood. Just endless dunes stretching to the horizon, as if the city had never existed at all. To this day, explorers search for signs of Iram, hoping to uncover its secrets beneath the desert's shifting sands, but all they find is emptiness, and the haunting memory of a city that shouldn't exist. Fast forward to the early 1990s, a time when technology was rapidly evolving and the world was on the brink of a digital revolution. In 1992, NASA, the United States' legendary space agency, was at the forefront of this technological wave. But instead of looking up at the stars, NASA scientists turned their gaze down to Earth, focusing their attention on the vast, mysterious deserts of the Arabian Peninsula. Their mission? To use cutting-edge satellite radar technology to peer beneath the endless sands, searching for secrets lost to time. NASA's satellites, equipped with powerful radar sensors, began scanning the barren landscapes from hundreds of miles above. These weren't ordinary photographs. Radar could penetrate the sand, revealing what lay hidden beneath the surface. The scientists were searching for evidence of ancient trade routes, the legendary paths once traveled by camel caravans, merchants, and explorers. For centuries, these routes had been swallowed by the desert, their existence preserved only in myth and legend. As the data streamed in, the atmosphere in the NASA control room shifted from routine to electric. Scientists watched in awe as the radar images began to reveal faint, linear traces, lines and patterns that didn't belong to nature. These were the unmistakable marks of ancient roads, hidden for thousands of years beneath the sand. The realization sent shockwaves through the team. They had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something that could rewrite history. The satellite images showed a network of old caravan trails, roads invisible to the naked eye, converging at a single, isolated spot deep in the desert. This was a place that had never been explored by modern archaeologists, a location that matched the descriptions found in ancient texts and legends. The convergence of these routes suggested a hub of activity, a lost city or fortress that once stood as a beacon for travelers and traders. Driven by curiosity and the promise of discovery, archaeologists from around the world mobilized. They set up camp at the site, braving the harsh desert conditions. With every careful dig beneath the dunes, they unearthed clues, fragments of pottery, weathered tools, and the foundations of ancient structures. The excitement grew with each new find as the team realized they were standing on the threshold of a forgotten chapter in human history. What emerged from the sand was astonishing. A lost fortress city, its stone towers now collapsed and half-buried, its walls crumbling under centuries of wind and sun. Artifacts lay scattered among the ruins, silent witnesses to a civilization that had once thrived here. The scale and complexity of the site hinted at a place of great importance, a city that had played a pivotal role in the ancient world. The question on everyone's mind was immediate and profound. Had they just uncovered the legendary city of Ubar, the so-called Atlantis of the Sands? Or was this site even older, holding secrets that predated the legends themselves? As the sun set over the enigmatic ruins, one thing was clear. NASA's unexpected involvement had opened a new window into the past, and the desert was finally beginning to give up its secrets. There was one problem. The entire city appeared to have fallen, as if the ground opened up and swallowed it whole. Geologists discovered something chilling. The city had been built on top of a giant underground cavern, and one day, it collapsed. Everything above it just disappeared. It sounded like an accident, but the timing matched ancient legends too closely. Was this just geology, or was it punishment? Here's where it gets even stranger. Some believe Ubar wasn't one city, but many. A pattern. Powerful trade cities rising in the desert, growing too rich, too proud, then falling, either by nature or by something else. Every time, the desert reclaims them, and every time, the world forgets, until someone goes looking. The story of Ubar isn't just about a lost city. It's a warning, a message whispered through the ages by the shifting sands and the silent stones. Ubar, once called the Atlantis of the Sands, was a place of legend, prosperity, and mystery. But its fate serves as a powerful reminder. Even the mightiest civilizations can vanish, swallowed by forces beyond their control. That no matter how powerful we think we are, no matter how advanced our technology or how grand our ambitions, we are always at the mercy of the natural world. The endless dunes stretch out, indifferent to our dreams and our failures. The desert, with its relentless winds and shifting sands, has erased entire cities, leaving behind only traces for us to find. Nature, or something greater, always has the final word. The ruins of Ubar, now half buried and crumbling, are a testament to the power of time and the elements. They remind us that our monuments, no matter how impressive, are temporary. The desert reclaims all, and what once stood as a beacon of human achievement can become nothing more than a memory, lost beneath the sands. And what else lies beneath the sand? What secrets remain hidden, waiting for the right moment to be revealed? The desert is a vast archive, preserving stories, artifacts, and mysteries that have yet to be uncovered. Every grain of sand could be covering a piece of history, a clue to a forgotten world, waiting to be discovered, or left forgotten. Some treasures are meant to be found, while others may be better left undisturbed. The sands of time are both a shroud and a protector, keeping the past safe from prying eyes until we are ready or worthy to uncover it. Because sometimes, legends are only legends, until science catches up. With every new discovery, we rewrite the story of our past. Archaeologists and scientists work tirelessly, piecing together fragments of history, challenging myths, and revealing truths that were once thought impossible. The line between legend and reality is thinner than we imagine. This is Unveiled Minds. If you want to keep exploring what the world tried to bury, if you're curious about the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath our feet, you're in the right place. Every journey into the unknown brings us closer to understanding not just our history, but ourselves. Subscribe and join us next time as we continue to unearth the secrets of our world. Until then, stay curious, keep questioning, and never stop seeking the stories that the sands have yet to tell.